Alright, so now that we got this, let's go ahead and open that in the live preview. We got this, from the previous file, the first HTML file we made here. We had those two pictures. The first one just linked to the basic picture, and this one that we're doing now, we're linking to this file here, this picture slideshow.html, and we're gonna have this, when you click this picture, it's actually gonna change to a different picture. So we started out, let's go ahead and make that a little bit wider. We started out by giving this a picture, this element here, an ID. We gave it a function, something that's going to happen when you click the picture. So we have the onClick, and now we're going to go ahead and define that function in this. Let's make that a little bit easier to read. In this JavaScript here. So we're going to go ahead and call that function. What do we call it? Flip pics. And because it's an event, we're giving it those open and close brackets. And now, first thing we want to do is give it a variable, just to make it easier. We're going to call this variable element. Again, you can call it whatever you want because it's a variable name, so you could call it picture. I'm going to go ahead and call it element, and I'm going to set that equal to document. So I'm going to go into this document here that we're typing in, and then dot get element by ID. And what was the ID I used? I called it my picture. So I'm going to go ahead and open quotes, my picture, and that. So now I have that variable set, which makes it a little bit easier to say now if. I'm going to check. First thing I have to do is check which picture is being shown at the moment. So let's say if element, and again, what's element? Element is this ID here. It's whatever's associated with this ID, which in this case is our image tag. So if the element's source matches this URL, which let's go ahead and grab that just to make sure we have it. So if this matches this, which let's go ahead and double check, which it does, then what we're going to do, so if this source matches this URL here, then we want to change it to element. So again, what's our element? Our element is my picture, this tag here, dot source. We want that now to equal, let's grab a different picture, we'll grab this one. We want it to equal that. And because it's the end of the line, we'll close that with a semicolon. And let's go ahead and save this, and let's see if it works when we refresh it. And there we go. But right now, all it does is it just clicks once. Let's go ahead and refresh that again. So when you open the page, this is what you'll get. So right now we have it just changing once. But let's say we want, we have another picture. We have 3 pictures here that we've selected. So we're going to say else if. So that means if it's not this one, if it's something else specific. So else if the element's source matches, let's go ahead and grab that just to make sure that's the one we have. So I copied that. If the element source matches this, which it doesn't in the beginning, but it will after we click it. Because what it does when I do that, it changes, it's actually changing the HTML code down here. So if it now matches this, then we're going to change the element source to equal this third picture here. Let's open quotes and close that line. And because we're going to want it to go back to the beginning again, we're going to do one more, but this time we're just going to do else. So now if it's anything else, so as long as it's not this one, as long as it's not this, and as long as it's not this, so it could be anything else, but in our case, there's only going to be 3 options. So else, then we're going to have the element source equal one more time this first one here. So let's grab that just here and do that and close it. So now if we file and save, let's go ahead and refresh. So now click all of these and it keeps going indefinitely. So let's go ahead and go back to our first page here. It's one we started in the beginning, and if we open that first one brings us just to this picture, whereas the other one, let's try refreshing that, the other one brings us to our slideshow.